All right, let's review how to find area. Anytime we see that word area, we are going to make sure we look at our formula chart or we pull up where it says formulas in the online testing. All right, so this is a parallelogram. So I'm going to go find area of a parallelogram, which is right here. And I see that the formula is A equals BH. So I'm going to write the formula. You always write the formula. Every single time, write the formula. It is a roadmap. It's directions. It tells you what to do, okay? So my formula says I take the base and I multiply it by the height. So let's go back up here and look at my shape. And I see three numbers, but I only need two, a base and a height. So I remember that I never, ever use the slant. So I'm going to cross that out. I don't need that. Now I'm going to plug in my base. My base is 10 down at the bottom. And remember that the B and the H smushed together means multiply. So I'm going to multiply my base times my height, which is 3. And 10 times 3 is 30. So my area would be 30 centimeters squared. Remember, we never ever use the slant. All right, let's take a look at the triangle. Now, if you look at your star chart, you should have already rewritten the formulas as soon as you get access to that test online. All right, so I'm going to write my formula. Base times height divided by 2. All right, let's go look at our triangle. Well, I have three numbers, but I only need a base and a height. So again, I never, ever use the slant. Okay, never use the slant. So my base is 4 and my height is 3. So I multiply those things. But don't forget, we're going to divide by 2. And all I did was instead of multiplying by 1/2, I can divide by 2. It gets me the same thing, but it's easier on my calculator. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the area of this is 6 units squared. Notice how I wrote my formula, plugged in my numbers, and solved. Okay, and let's go take a look lastly at the trapezoid. The trapezoid, here's my area of a trapezoid. I already rewrote it because multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. And let me write it down here so I can have it to plug in. Base plus base times height divided by 2. All right, I should have two bases and I should have a height. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, but I really only need 3. So again, never use the slant. The slant is the one that is leaning, okay? This is my base, and this is my height. So I'm gonna plug it in. 13 plus 11. Guys, if you put 11 first and then 13, that's okay. When you're adding in here, that's fine because it's gonna be the same thing. The height is 4, and then we divide by 2. So first, I need to take care of what's in parentheses because I follow my PEMDAS rules. 13 plus 11 is 24. And then I bring it all down. Multiply by 4, divide by 2. All right, my next step is to multiply 24 times 4. 96, and then I can divide it by 2, and that's going to get me 48. So it's 48 inches squared. Again, write your formula. You always have to write your formula. As soon as you get your star chart, you need to rewrite the formulas for triangle, trapezoid, and volume. Okay, rectangular parallelogram is fine. You don't need to rewrite it. Okay, all right, go solve some area problems.